Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia
We click random article.
and we talk about it.
Yeah, we do. Johnny, we have a Patreon.
Okay.
You
Calm down.
Johnny, time is of the essence. I've come back from the future to let you know we make $1,000 at some point between now
Cumulatively?
and 80 years from now.
God.
You can go to patreon.com/arcade audio. Check that out.
We are still in sea jail
We are still in sea
for
jail.
our illegal shirts.
And it's funny that you say that, Johnny, because I've got a little iTunes review.
Okay.
And the iTunes review is titled Sea Jail Teacher.
Okay.
Sea Jail Teacher. This is by This American Dice.
Okay.
And they say, met Johnny at Star Wars Celebration, talked about watching Santa Buddies. These guys don't know much about history, and as a Florida teacher, that's saying something. Thanks, dude. Love the show.
That's great.
It's a very good little burn on us.
Yeah, we don't know shit. But
What?
to be fair, I blame Florida teachers.
I do blame Florida teachers. And maybe Florida teachers, 15 years later are good. Maybe this is a good Florida teacher.
Sure.
But back then, not so much. No. So yeah, Sea Jail is very nice. It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
A little queasy.
I have Dramamine and those bands that have...
Oh, the little power stones inside of them,
Yeah.
so you can shoot basketballs better. That's their purpose, right?
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
You've maybe been thinking to yourself, Johnny, is everything okay? And then I would say, Spencer, why do you call yourself Johnny? And you might say, are you having marital troubles because you haven't been wearing your wedding ring in so long? And I would say no, but my fingers got fat.
They did. That's right. I wish that I was either A, more observant, or B, a better friend, because I didn't notice.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
It matters to me, Johnny.
But
it matters to me a lot.
I had to get my ring resized, like literally just a year after.
That's
getting
crazy.
married. It is.
I'm sorry about your fat fingers.
Me too. I think if I had to guess,
Sausages.
It's all the sausages I've been eating. You are what you eat, and now my fingers look like sausages.
Exactly.
I think it's from climbing.
So you think the muscles in your fingers maybe like you got a better grip strength, and so
Or just like from using my hands weird, it just made my knuckles like fat.
Oh, interesting.
Or
Sure.
like
certainly, yeah, using your hands to
do a thing that I didn't do.
it's going to change the topography of them.
But anyway, that was kind of a weird bummer.
Oh yeah, weird. That is like an unexpected thing. Like just wake up and be like, what the fuck? What the?
Also, I Avengers Endgame is so long.
It was very long.
That I took the ring in before the movie. And by the time I got out of the movie, they were like, all right, your ring's ready.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not going to spoil anything.
It's very long, and there are half the characters, which is crazy that
yeah. Well, Rich pointed out to me that the movie before, the Avengers Thanos time, I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
Infinity War, that's it. He was saying that in that movie, the characters we don't have in this one, most of them were the main feature of the last one.
Sure.
So it basically like all the ones we're featured in this one, the opposite were featured in the previous.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess, whatever. Except all the characters I care about are the ones that weren't there.
Sure.
I love Spider-Man, I love Doctor Strange. Black Panther's pretty good. The end.
Should I watch all of them?
No.
Will I?
Yes. Have you not seen a good chunk of them?
I have not seen like 5 of them.
Oh, yeah, I mean, knock them out then, I guess.
But I think I would do them all because of the way I am.
Yeah, that is true. I don't want to do that. I will not help you.
Okay.
I will watch The Matrix with you 20 times, though, instead.
Did I
For
tell
every
you-
Avengers movie that I don't watch with you, I will watch The Matrix with you one time.
I feel like I could legit watch that movie like every week and just be like, this
Yes.
is the coolest fucking movie that's ever been made.
I would like to watch all of them again. All 3 of them.
After we just watched the first one again a couple weeks ago. I'm sure we've talked about it like 80 times already on this
Matrix
show.
cast.
But after we finished, I was like, well, shit, we gotta watch the second one now.
The second one used to play on BET constantly when I was in college, and I would just be like every other day I would be like, all right, we're watching Matrix Reloaded.
My thing of that is like, FX
Yeah.
constantly played like Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
And I would just fucking watch it
Yep.
every time.
It's on.
Every time it's on, I
Yeah.
can't not watch it.
I've seen Joe Dirt like 24 times. Same thing.
Does that hold up, you think?
There's no way it holds up, but I quote it constantly.
My wife.
Okay.
It's just real quick to check in. It is April 28th.
Okay.
I still do not know the title of the Star War.
Okay. Good stuff.
Okay, this seems fun. Xavier Mertz.
Do you know the color of the...
No, I don't.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If I had to guess,
I won't say either way, but...
so the first one was yellow,
Mhm.
I think, right?
Sure.
Do you know the color?
No.
Colorblind asshole?
Yes. To me, they've all been yellow.
Interesting.
Because I don't recall. Although, was the previous one red?
Last Jedi was red.
Last Jedi was red. I remember that being
Force
red.
Awakens was yellow. Last Jedi was red.
Okay.
If I had to guess, blue.
Okay.
I don't think it would be green. Green I associate with Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, me too.
Empire is like purple.
Okay.
I think this is going off like the VHS boxes.
I'm picturing the VHS boxes, yeah.
A New Hope I feel like is blue. The prequels are all just kind of like
Orange?
yellowy, orangey, like desert colors.
Okay. Just curious.
Xavier Mertz. 6 October 1882. That's Jessica's birthday. She's very old. 8 January 1913.
That's not very... That's like 30 years.
No. Yeah, 30. Was a Swiss explorer, mountaineer, and skier.
Huh, I wonder how he died.
He took part in the Far Eastern Party, a 1912 to 1913 component of the Australasian Antarctic expedition, which claimed his life. There you go.
Oh, okay.
The Mertz Glacier is named after him.
Oh, sorry, dude. I won't be there in 10 years.
Yeah.
The Mertz Lake.
The son of a textile machinery manufacturer, Mertz studied patent law at the University of Bern and science at the University of Lausanne, specializing in glacier and mountain formations. While a student, Mertz became an active skier, competing in national competitions, as a mountaineer, climbing many of the highest peaks in the Alps. In early 1911, Mertz was hired by geologist and explorer Douglas Mawson for his Australasian Antarctic expedition. He was initially employed as a ski instructor, but in Antarctica, Mertz instead joined Belgrave Edward Sutton Nini's in care of the expedition's Greenland Huskies.
Is that their football team?
Yeah.
Okay. So they went to Antarctica and it's like a group of people from Austria, basically?
That's what it seems like.
Okay. And you have to imagine, like, you're climbing the Alps and you're like a world-class skier. So you're like, yeah, screw it. I'll go to Antarctica. And then you die there. Like, what happened? Do you like fall in the ice?
I'll tell you.
Because like, who else? You're qualified. Like, you should go there. Boy, this article doesn't want to tell you how he died, does it?
Well, there's a lot of death during the Far Eastern Party, and it's like 3 paragraphs. Just give me one sentence.
Maybe he died of like sickle cell
Food
anemia.
poisoning.
Yeah.
On 14 December, the party were more than 311 miles from the Cape Denison hut as Mertz skied ahead, singing songs from his student days.
Awesome.
Nini's, the largest sledge, and the strongest dog team were lost when they broke through the snow lid of a crevasse.
Oh, shit.
Together with the death of their companion, Mawson and Mertz were now severely compromised. On the remaining sledge, they had just 10 days' worth of food and no food for the dogs.
Dude.
They immediately turned back west, gradually using the 6 remaining dogs to supplement their food supply. They ate all parts of the animals. They ate the bones.
They ate the
including
bones.
their livers. They initially made good progress, but as they cleared the largest glacier, Mertz began to feel ill.
Ugh.
He had lost his waterproof overpants on Nini's sledge, and in the cold, his wet clothes were unable to dry. On 30th December, a day Mawson recorded that the companion was off color. Mertz wrote that he was really tired and shall write no more. Mertz's condition deteriorated over the following days. Mawson recorded he was generally in very bad condition, skin coming off legs, etc.
Oh.
And his illness severely slowed their progress. On 8 January, the pair, about 100 miles from the hut, Mawson recorded, he is very weak, becomes more and more delirious, rarely being able to speak coherently. He will eat or drink nothing. At 8 p.m., he raves and breaks a tent pole, continues to rave, and calls, oh dear, for hours. I hold him down, then he becomes more peaceful, and I put him quietly in the bag. He dies peacefully at 2 a.m.
Oh, my God.
on morning of 8th. Mawson buried Mertz in his sleeping bag under a rough-hewn blocks of snow, along with the remaining photographic plates and an explanatory note. Mawson staggering back to the Cape Denison hut a month later, missing the Aurora by a matter of mere hours. I assume that's their boat.
Okay.
She'd waited for Mertz. They sailed out of Commonwealth Bay and back to Australia. So he was...
Did he die too before that?
I think so, yeah.
Dude, can you imagine dying because you just lost your pants? That's what happened. God damn it! Like, of all the things, I'm gonna from now on wearing 2 pairs of pants.
You gotta.
Absolutely. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. That's a crazy story.
Would you ever go to Antarctica?
Oh boy. I mean, like, it's like if you ask me, like, would you ever go to Jurassic Park? And my first thought was like, hell yeah. And then it's like, well, do you really want to go to Jurassic Park? Mm-mm. Same thing with Antarctica, right? That's like I'd love to go to Mars, but it's like,
would you?
That's the thing. Like, do you really know what you're talking about when you say that?
No.
Like, you can even walk, like, how far could you walk it back? Like, I want to go to all 50 states. Like, do you?
That. I have said that I want to get koozies.
Right. You've made it pretty far.
Not really.
Really?
I mean,
are you halfway?
I don't. If I had to guess, I don't think I'm halfway.
Okay.
Indeed.
What's the most dangerous place that you would go to? What's the highest limit? You know what I mean? Like, England? Like, somewhere that's not even dangerous. I feel like my tolerance is pretty low.
Same. I was thinking about, like, I don't even know if I could, like, be in Florida over the summer because I'd be so afraid of hurricanes, you know? Like, I just can't do it.
Could you go to Canada in the winter?
Yeah. Where? Like Toronto?
I don't know what that means.
A city or like nowhere?
Like a city, but not like, is there a city? What's the Toronto of the Yukon? Is there such a thing?
No, probably not.
Just a cabin, some cabin. What's the most dangerous place you have been to? I've been to Belfast, which is
when?
Well, after people were done bombing shit.
Okay.
A lot. But there was still some pretty bombed out shit. Otherwise, like Costa Rica, which is not dangerous.
I'm going to Costa Rica in July.
It's beautiful. I loved it.
Pretty excited.
Yeah. I know you're a big surf guy, so you'll love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Surf, sand, sun.
Hakuna Matata. Dude, I just watched the new, what's the Lion King? Mm-hmm. Lion King. I saw the new trailer for it.
It's going to be pretty.
It looks good.
Pretty tight.
Yeah.
Before
those lions look real.
Before Avengers, they had the Aladdin trailer too.
Oh no way! I didn't get the Aladdin trailer. I'm in for Aladdin, dude.
Dude,
it looks cool.
It's gonna be rad as fuck.
Yeah. When does it come out? Soon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, they're like churning those things out.
You know what I'm more excited about though?
No.
Detective Pikachu.
That looks like trash.
That movie. I am genuinely excited for that movie.
I will. When does it come out? Soon?
Like May 12th or something.
Okay. So I've seen a trailer for it. I would watch the second trailer for it and make my determination after that.
Okay.
But I saw the first trailer and I was like, this could not be any farther from a movie for me.
Sure.
It's not for me.
Well, probably because you haven't caught them all like I have.
That is true. You're a true Pokemaniac.
If you've caught them all, you know, you might have a little more of a connection or reason to see it, but that's fine.
So Ryan Reynolds voices Pikachu, and
Ryan Reynolds, my guess is the only reason Mr. Reynolds voiced Pikachu was so that the Merc with a mouth, Mr. Deadpool, can make a joke about Pikachu.
I hope that's true, because that's such a very good
imagine
meta reason for taking a role.
So Ryan Reynolds is for whatever reason, is very passionate about Deadpool.
Yeah, he really is. I feel like he's the reason the movie's
absolutely 100%. Imagine being able to make a fun joke with your favorite red boy, and also get paid millions of dollars. Like,
right.
It's.
Oh yeah,
he's not doing Pikachu for free, so he's making
bank.
He's making more money than we'll ever see in our lives.
Yes, that's true.
For voicing Pikachu,
right? And on top of that,
and then he gets to do the thing he really wanted to do,
right,
which is make $1 billion more for being Deadpool and getting to say, hey, this ain't no little electric rat or whatever the fuck, you know?
No, I think you know that. That's probably the joke they'll use.
I could write Deadpool. I could write Deadpool better than all those motherfuckers.
I honestly truly believe that. I remember this is not related to that, but you said more money than I've ever seen in my life. I remember we did a yard sale when I was a kid, and we just had like $1,000, like in like a we made $1,000 or whatever, and I held it in my hands and I was like, damn, this is $1,000. Fucking cool, dude.
We had before Jessica and I moved here, we had a yard sale, and I feel like we had a pretty good ad campaign. We I worked. Excuse me, I'll cut that burp out. I worked at a movie theater at the time, and I took home a standee for the Expendables. Okay. So I had a bunch of, the original bad boys of film. Right. And we just kind of put them around and taped signs on them that said like yard sale this way. Okay. So like one would be Arnold, one would be Sly. Whoever, just like with like, their crazy guns. Fucking machine guns and whatever. And it was like yard sale over here. That's very funny. We made like $40. For real? What the fuck? And it was because I had like we made like it was gonna be like Saturday and Sunday. We're just gonna post up all day. Yeah. We made like $40 the first day, and we were like, "Fuck this!" And we just drove the rest of our trash to Goodwill, and we were like, "Well, now we have Sunday free." I was gobsmacked that like I am for you. And we had good shit. I had an original Xbox with the DVD remote. Oh yeah, I remember that. Do you remember you had to buy a separate thing? It was like you can't play DVDs without this, right? And it took up like a whole like slot, so you could right. What the heck, man? Well, did people stop by and they just not buy anything? Just no one even stopped by. Hardly anyone stopped by. It's like, what the heck? These aren't real men with guns. Maybe that's what it was. Like they got chased away. Were they life size? Yeah. Okay, so that was your problem. Too intimidating. Should have been bigger. Should have been way bigger. There's no way that's a real man. It's too big. I gotta stop by and see. Are these men for real? That's how tourist traps work. That's true. Just giant 12 feet tall Sylvester Stallones, and that's what the Michelin Men are, right? I've never seen the Expendables, any of them. I saw the second one. How was it? It was fine. It was like I'm not dying to see any more. It seems like the Expendables is the Fast and the Furious, but the men are the cars. Like every time there would have been a car, they just replaced it with one of the men. No, I don't. Say in the first Fast and the Furious, there's like 6 dudes, and they each have a car. Expendables just has 12 dudes. So just dudes giving piggybacks. Well, no. They're still doing. I just mean like instead of like, oh, here's a cool dude in a cool car. It's like there's 2 fucking cool dudes. I see. Right. Yeah. So that's a 10-second dude. I don't know. You might say it. Like he can do a quarter mile in 10 seconds. Yeah. Okay. That's a crazy hypothesis, but I don't think you're wrong. I don't think so either. I just saw the trailer for the new like spin-off Fast and the Furious movie. It's called Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw. I think I'm out on that because they're fully off the rails, and they know it, so I can't fault them for it. I can't really comment. I've only seen in this order Tokyo Drift and the Fast and the Furious. I was really hoping we were going to say Tokyo Drift again. We just watched Fast and Furious, the first one, maybe 6 months ago. That was the first time I've ever seen it. Are you aware the plot of that movie is stealing DVD players? Hell yeah, dude. What? I don't know what happens in the rest of the movies, but they have to get the DVD players back. It must get crazier. No, it always involves DVD players. Even still, no Blu-ray players. Every single movie takes place in the same year. There was one where they were trying to decide whether they wanted to steal HD DVD players or Blu-ray players. Right, exactly. Fuck, that's so stupid. Smell you later. I've never known a world without Larry the Cable Guy. Right. But billions of other people didn't know him until like 2005. Right.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.